चलिए दोस्तों शुरू करते हैं without wasting a time. In this lab, we do the quick look for the how the traceroute work. Okay. So what is traceroute? So this help us to find out the path of the IP packet from source to destination. And one more thing it calculate the time taken by the each of. So if I do the traceroute from this router 1 to router 6, okay, this with the help of traceroute, with the help of this tool, we will be able to find out the path, which path is taken, what are the hops, what are the router coming in between the path, and it will also tell us the time. So here you can see that I have pasted this output. I have done the trace route for this 6.6.6.6 IP, which is configured on this node router 6, and source IP is configured on this router 1. From router 1, I am doing the trace route to this destination IP, and source IP is 1.1.1. Okay, while I am doing the trace route, in the output I am getting this. First hop is coming 192.168.1.2. This is the IP address of router 2 Ethernet 0/0 interface IP, and it's and when we have done the trace route, it send the three messages. Okay, each time it get the time also. For in the first packet get the response 0 millisecond, then 1 millisecond, then 1 millisecond. Okay, so in the trace route, when you do the trace route from source to destination, so this will send the three packets. Okay, and these are the time taken uh, by the router 2 to respond back. Okay, this is the round trip time packet to travel from router 1 to router 2 and router 2 to back to router 1. So is the round trip time have taken uh, to travel the packet from router 1 to router 2, okay, to get the response from router 2. So these are the three message time. In the first message took the 0 millisecond, then 1 millisecond, then 1 millisecond. Similar way, after that packet reached to the 193.168.1.1. This is the IP address for router 3 Ethernet 0/1 interface. Again, it's displaying the three time for the each message 3 millisecond, 2 millisecond, 2 millisecond. Similar way, third packet reached to the 194.168.1.2. This is the interface IP address of router 4 0/0 interface. Again 3 millisecond, 3 millisecond, 3 millisecond. Similar way, after that the packet reached to the fourth hop is the router 5 interface IP address is 195.168.1.2, and three packet round trip time is 3 millisecond, 3 millisecond, 2 millisecond. And this is the last hop where the packet reach to the destination router 6. Okay, so this is how traceroute output look like, and this is how you can do the trace route if you are. So how this will work, if we say that so whenever the router will send the packet, so let's suppose router 1 have to do the trace route for the router 6 IP 6.6.6. So what you will do, when you will send the trace route packet, it will put the TTL value is 1. Okay, once the and it will put the TTL value 1 first thing. Second thing, it will send the three packets. Okay, so once this packet reach to this R2, okay, R2 will see that TTL value is 1, so it will decrement the TTL. So TTL will become the 0. 1 minus 1 become the 0. So what happened that R2 will generate the this message time to live exceed message. Okay, this will generate the time to live exceed message, and after that it will send the response back to the sender. So we can say that time to live exceed message is used to find the router coming between the source to destination. Whatever the router will come between the source to destination, all these router, whenever the TTL will become the 0, okay, so they will, whenever they will receive the packet with the TTL 1, so they will decrement that they cannot forward the packet further, so they will decrement the TTL, and they will send a packet with the time to live exceed message to the sender. As in our case, sender is R1 and receiver is. And one more thing important note, that whenever this packet will, as I said correct, R1 will get the three packet every time. Okay, in the case of trace route, so in each packet we will see it will use the different source and destination UDP port. Okay, and why it use the different source and destination UDP port? It is required to identify the packet by the source router. So R1 can easily identify this packet belong to my this packet, correct? So this will identify the packets with the help of source and destination UDP port. So let's quickly have a look on the Wireshark. So before jumping for the Wireshark, let's have a look how the packet will be sent by the R1 to the R6 routers. All these packets, these other packets are sent by the router 1 this router 2, this destination router 6. Okay. So first in the trace, when we do the trace out, so what we'll do, router will send the three packet as I said earlier, like packet 1, packet 2, packet 3. So it will put the source IP and destination IP, and it will put the TTL value 1. TTL value 1 means this packet can travel only up to one hop, and it will also put the random source port and random destination UDP port. So you will find out that this will the range 80334342 double three, I think 5, not exactly remember, but from a 33434 above, this is the range is dedicated for the UDP packets. Okay, so this will every time it will generate the packet, so it will put the random port number from the UDP. Here you can see that in the packet you put the TTL value 1, and here you use the UDP source port 33434 and destination port you use the 33454. For the packet number 2, again TTL value is still 1, but the UDP port is different, source port and destination port. In the packet number 3, again source port and destination port is different. Okay, so as the TTL value 1, so this packet can travel up to one hop. So this packet will reach to the R2. R2 will see the TTL value 1. So R2 will do, R2 have to decrement the TTL as the TTL value 1, so it will generate the time to exceed messages. Okay, so by this way, this router 1 will come to know that my first hop router which is coming between the source to destination is router 2 IP is 192.168.1.2. After that, once it receives the packet, router 1 will again generate the 3 packet. Okay, now this will generate the packet with the TTL type 2, TTL number 2. Okay, TTL, it will increment the TTL. Earlier it was first packet it was generated by TTL 1. Now it will generate the packet with TTL value time TTL value 2. Okay, again it will use the different UDP source and destination port number. Okay, and now as the TTL value is due, so this packet from the which is generated by the R1 with the help of Traceroute tool, so this packet will be reached up to R3. Once this packet reach to the first packet reach to the this router 2, router 2 will decrement the TTL, then 2 minus 1, so TTL will become the 1, then it will forward the TTL, forward this packet to R3. So R3 will receive the packet with the TTL value 1 again. So once R3 will receive the packet with TTL1, so this will again generate the time to exceed message. Okay, but this cannot forward the packet further. So once this R1 receive this packet from this R3 with the message time to exceed message, so this will find out that this is my second hop. So it have put the 193.168.1.1 at the second hop. So now the router 1 will generate the packet with the TTL value 3, and again random UDP port it will see. So once the router 1 will generate the 3 packet with the time to live value 3, okay, packet will reach on the R2. R2 will receive the packet with the TTL value 3, so it will decrement the TTL, so it will send the further packet with the TTL value 2 here. R3 will receive the packet with the TTL value 2, it will send the further after decrementing 1, so R4 will receive the packet with the TTL value 1. Okay, so once R4 will receive the packet with TTL value 1, so it will again generate the time to exceed message. Okay, back towards the source router toward the R1. So this way R1 determined or find the third hop which is coming in the path from source to destination. So it will put the third 194.168.1.2 R4 EP/0/0 interface IP. After that, again R1 will generate the UDP message. You can say okay with the TTL. Now this time it will increment the TTL. Earlier it was send the packet with the TTL 3. Now it will send the packet with the TTL value 4. Again 3 packet it will generate with the random UDP source port and destination port. As now it's sending the packet with the TTL value 4. So this router 2 will receive the packet with TTL 4. So this will send the packet further with TTL 3. R3 will receive the packet with TTL 3. It will decrement 1. It will send this packet further with the TTL value 2 here. R4 will again one decrement that it will send the further packet here, okay, to the R5. As R5 receive the packet with only single TTL, TTL1, so this will again generate the same message time to receive message. This way R1 source router will be able to find out the fourth of 195.168.1.2 as there are 3 packets. So for the whole 3 packets round trip time is put. Okay. Now R1 will again generate the packet. Now this will put the TTL value 5. Okay, again a random 3 packet random UDP port, it will say 3 packet with the TTL value 5. So again R2 will receive the packet TTL 5 here, TTL value will be 4 here, TTL value 3 here, TTL value 2 here, and TTL value 1 on the R6. As we can see that in our IP packet destination address is 6.6.6. This is the final hop. Okay, once this router will see this packet, this will found this IP belong to myself only. Okay, and also after that it will check the UDP port. Okay, as these port are not bound anyway, these are the invalid ports, so this will generate the message destination unreachable or port reachable message back to R1. So this way R1 will stop sending the further packet, and this will came to know the with the help of Traceroute end-to-end path. So let's see the similar thing in the Wireshark. So we understand that with the help of Traceroute, first thing we can find the end-to-end path from where the IP packet is traveling and what are the hops are coming in between. Second thing, time to live exceed message will be generated by the router when router will receive the packet that it value 1, and this message will help us to find out the source router. These are the hops are coming between them. With the help of this message, source router will came to know this is the hop is coming between source to destination path. Second thing is we also understood that only destination, once the packet will reach to the destination router will generate the port unreachable message, destination unreachable message. With the help of this message, source router will came to know that this is the final destination. So it will further stop sending the further packets. Every time it use the different source and destination UDP port, and the region for that, with the help of these different source and UDP port only, source router will be able to identify the packet, and after identify the packet, then only he can put this round trip time correct. As in every packet source and destination IP is same, but the only changing thing is he's putting a different random port number. So with the help of these random port numbers, he will be able to identify the packet as the packet number 1 took the 0 millisecond or 1 millisecond or 3 millisecond, packet 2 took the how much time in the round trip time, and as packet 3 took the how much time in the round trip from travel from router 1 to router 2 or vice versa from any router to any router, correct. With the help of these port numbers only, he will be able to identify this round trip time. So here you can see the same thing in the WireSec which explained. Here you can see that source IP 1.1.1, this is the IP address of router 1. This is the IP address of router 6. Okay, last hop router, and sending a protocol UDP packet is sending and using a random source port destination port. This is the packet number 1 we can say. Okay, and this is the time to live value. It's sending it with the packet with TTL value 1. Okay, here is the second packet. Again you send the with the random another random source port, source UDP port, and destination port. Okay, again the TTL value is 1. Again you sending the same packet. Okay, with the random port numbers, UDP source and destination port, TTL value is still 1. Okay, so you generate the 3 packet from the source IP 1.1, 1.12 toward the destination 6.6.6. So you generate the 3 packet with the random UDP port numbers. Okay, these are red one packet you will see. You can see correct here the TTL value is 1 and port numbers are random. And these are the responses. This is the first packet is sent router 1 to router 6, and this is the response is generated by the router 2, as he have received the packet with the time to live value 1, so it's sending a message time to live exceeded message back to R1. Okay, these are the 3 messages generated by the R2 1, 2, and here is the 3. Now again router 1 is generating a 3 packet. Now this time again using the random ports. This is the port different totally. Here using the 4914 154 source port 33434. Here using the 49157 33437. Different port random ports, but now value change it. TTL value is now 2. It's generating a 3 packet with the TTL 1, 2, 3. 3 packet with the TTL value 2. Okay. Again now router 3 generating a time to live value message for the same TTL value 2 message 1, 2, 3. Now again router 1 is sending a message with the TTL value 3. Again random UDP port numbers and 3 messages send the TTL value 3 here, here, here. So we have a 1 packet, 2 packet, 3 packets with the time to live value 3. Again in sending a similar way, he have three responses also. Again responded time to live exceeded only sent by the router 3. Here is the TTL value is 4. Again 4 message generated with the time to live value 4 with the random UDP port numbers. And here are the three responses which is generated by the router 5. Okay. So now finally he's sending a message, three message generated with the TTL value 5. Okay. And this message received by the router 6, as router 6 is the final destination. So he is sending destination unreachable, port reachable. It's not sending a time to live exceed value because this is the final destination. As our in IP packet, our source IP and destination IP was the 6.6. So this is the IP address is configured on this router. So he is generating a message, a port unreachable message. And with this help, as this port is not configured, this is the region, is generating this way. And with this, once source router R1 will receive this message, the port unreachable, it will stop generating the further packet. Okay, thank you.